Here we are in a 2006 Chevy Equinox, my kid's car. Overheated on her one day. After the first time it overheated, guess what? The air conditioning quit working. Okay? And the problem isn't the idea that what the part costs, is the labor. You got to take all this dashboard out just to fix the little door, little motor there. It opens the flaps for your vents. Okay, it's $1,000. Now, this happens to every model out there on the Chevy. Maybe her Dodge Challenger has a problem too with air conditioning. It's $1,000 to get it fixed. If they know this part is always going bad, how come they don't design a way and get your hand up in there? You can change the part out instead of taking the whole dashboard out. Anyways, I guess that's one of the good things about being made in Mexico. Yeah, I don't know where this one's made at. Probably made in Mexico. Dodge and Fords are. I've seen parts on labeled made in Mexico. Well, this one had an overheating problem due to the electric fans, because the little fan, the plug here, right here, it plugs into the radiator fans. You take that off, you look at it, and you'll see one is darker than the other one. It kind of got overheated and like art, and because of that, it no longer makes a contact. You can take carburetor cleaner and clean it, put it back in, and maybe it'll work. But if you got to go to the dealer and buy that new plug, $90, probably for an item only cost them 68 cents to build. Anyways, what saved this engine from burning up was the new idea of the fail-safe thermostat. When they go bad, they stay open, not closed like the old ones. Anyways, that little part here drops out long and stays in the open position when they go bad. So, one thing about it, the electric fans, turning them on and off, is the relays. Okay? But when you pull them out, see the pins? They're all in the same position. That could be a bad idea. Somebody doesn't pay attention to how they took it out. Plug in the wrong way and burn up the system. So what I did, went up here in the cover. I don't know if you can see it, where the relays are. I drew a line across one corner. That tells me what position the relay was in the fuse box. See this little part here, this little part here, how this little corner is different than the rest of the corners? So that's what that line tells me. That relay goes in the fuse box that way. So anyways, and one of the problems with those fans not working leads to a bad head gasket. One of the signs of a bad head gasket in these new aluminum motors, the radiator overflow bottle becomes very dirty, rusty. See all that garbage in there? Yeah, look at that. All because somebody wanted to use electric fans in the car. That's why I try to avoid front wheel drive cars. Most likely if it's a rear wheel drive, it won't have electric fans, but some models do. Anyways, if your throttle body, you get a problem where it wants to stall out on you a lot, look for a warning label. You don't see any warning labels on it, spray it out with carburetor cleaner, or spray some rubbing, put rubbing alcohol on a rag. When you got this open, hold that, clean that butterfly inside there, rub it all off with that rubbing alcohol, because it's really black and it's like black like this here, right here. That's what it looks like. Okay, so you do that, do both sides of that butterfly, then go around the circle, because what it does, when the butterfly's closed, a certain amount of air gets through there. When it's too much buildup, it chokes it off and kills your engine. But if you're going to do an engine flush on your car, No, don't go buying block flush. You know, this is what my dad used to use. He used liquid soap. Now I cover the label because the company don't pay me any money. But I like using them myself, Lemon Joy or Ajax Lemon Soap. I pull the thermostat out, put the cover back, housing back on, and fill up the water in the radiator, put that liquid soap in there, dry it around a while, come home, drain it out, fill up more water, dry it around some more, drain it all out, do it about 3 or 4 times, take the upper radiator hose, shove your garden hose down there while the car is running, put another hose over the old thermostat where the radiator hose went, the upper hose, put a PVC pipe, run that hose through your radiator while the car is running without the thermostat being in there, flush it all out. Yeah, don't use block flush. All use your little liquid dish soap in your house. That will clean your engine out real good. Anyways, like my dad said, block flush is good eating freeze plugs out, but newer engines I don't think they have freeze plugs anymore because most of the engines are all aluminum. And there's a big problem with aluminum engines is the head bolt threads on some models. The threads rot away. They strip the head bolts out. Well, it's going to cost you a fortune if you don't know how to take an engine apart, or you got to pay a dealer. A dealer will rip you off on it. So, anyways, if you plan to buy a car, try to get one that doesn't have electric fans, and make sure it's a rear-wheel drive, because it's going to cost you less money in repairs. And the serpentine belts, well, one belt runs everything. That's cool. Less work putting them on. But the downfall is, like if the air conditioning pump locks up, guess what? You're screwed on the side of the road. Not like the old ones had 3 or 4 belts. You just connect that one belt, get back on the road, keep on going. Anyways, Chevrolet, you need to improve your electrical system on your cars, because from an 89 Geo Metro to a 2006 Chevy Equinox, probably still going on with all the newer models, the fans quit working due to the stupid electric fan plug connection. You know, I look at my Dodge, I think my Toyota, they were more heavy duty to wiring. See how thin though, look how small the wiring harness is. See the wiring on there? That's pretty light. That's almost the size of the gauge of your telephone wire in the old phone system. Not very heavy. The relays are supposed to carry the load, like for your headlights and all that stuff, but the wiring don't overheat. Well, it's not doing as good of a job like it should for the electric fans. I'm not an electronic engineer. It's just an idea to figure out. I read some things, what some of the things the relay does, besides turning the part on and off. Anyways, you got a problem overheating your fans, and the fans ain't burned out, and the relays are good, look inside that little electric plug. Chances are that is burnt on one of the pins, and go buy it at the dealer, $90 just for the part. Probably cost them 68 cents to make it. So, anyways, hope some of you got a friend that knows how to switch out that plug. Because the new electronics on these cars, some of these models like Chevrolet have a lot of problems with electronics. Okay, catch you later. Bye.